Hey guys, Dr. Art here today, and another JTEC tuning video. And today is going to be more of a JTEC tuning school because there's some things that I learned over this last week, a couple of nuances on tuning different vehicles that most of you will find either interesting or, basic knowledge and stuff like that keep you from making mistakes. Not that we made a mistake, but we just did some adjustments that we don't normally need to do because of the type of vehicle that we were working on. And what we were working on is this 96 urban assault vehicle camper van. Now this is a extended 3500 Dodge van with refrigerators and beds and sinks and kitchens. It's like basically it's an RV, so it's super heavy. All right, and my buddy Ken, whose van this is, he uses it to drive from Tennessee to California back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They just like to travel. They got some stuff to do out west, so when they go, they take this van. The big reason he bought the van to me is going through like Colorado and the mountains and stuff like this. This thing was just pedal to the wood and going 25 miles an hour uphill. So we took it upon ourselves to see if we could help him out, maybe navigate these mountains a little bit better with this 5.9 Magnum that he has in this van. Let's get started and let's open up his stock tune. So what we have here is a stock 5.9 Magnum in this big heavy 3500 van with all this stuff inside. So this thing probably weighs 6,500 pounds, just as a guesstimate. And so that much weight going up mountains, it may take a minute to get there. So first thing we did, when you go into your map depression, you could see that like most of these JTECs, this thing kind of goes stupid after 49.92 RPM. Not that this is going to be a high RPM motor in this big of a van. But what we do, like all of these, we change our parameters. And we open up this last table to 6,000 RPM. When you type in 6,000, the computer just puts in 6016. And this is giving the computer a new set of parameters to play with, expanding the RPM range of the motor. And then we went over to, we started with our spark. Now there's a couple interesting things with the spark. Here was the stock table. Now you could see, where this thing would max out 22, 23 degrees of total timing. All right, good for some emissions, but really bad for power when you're trying to climb a hill with a 6,000 pound vehicle. And what we did, and you kind of look at this area here, we went and we opened this up. We put in 30 degrees. Now, why we put in 30 and not 32 and 34? The weight of the vehicle, all right, and then going through different elevations, especially in Colorado with the gas that's not as great and the lack of oxygen. If we would put 32 or 34 degrees in this thing, it would rattle like crazy just because of the load that's put on the motor with this heavy of an engine. Now, initially, because we had to retune this a little bit because we test drove it while it was here. In this area here, where this low spark is happening, all right, we initially had these all of about 22, but what was happening, we're getting a very faint spark knock at the RPM range below 3,000 RPM. Why? Because we're getting a little aggressive with the spark. And when you get aggressive with the spark on a big heavy van, big load on the motor, it's going to knock. So we did back these down a little bit and went with, you could see, anything that the motor's going to see, 17 under kind of a medium load and heavy load and wide open throttle. We went from 13 to 18, and then we kept the timing under 30 all the way to 3,000 RPM, and over 3,000 RPM, no issues. So something to keep in mind, don't go bananas with your spark down low on a real heavy vehicle. Had this been in like a Dakota, a single cab short bed Dakota with a 5.9, oh yeah, you can put the berries to this thing at 1,200 RPM and it'll eat all the time you give to it. It's just because of the size of the van. All right, and you can see here we also extended out the RPM range on the tune opposed to stock, which is 4,800. All right, 18, 20 degrees stock, and we went up to 30. And I got a report back from Ken a couple days later after he was here that this thing went through the mountains. Huge improvement. No, it was not 90 miles an hour going up a 6% grade, but it was a lot better than 25. So good news here. We also went with like our tunes. We went to the power enrichment, and then when you go to power enrichment, you go to your RPM. Now again, this is stock. Again, you can see the tables are at 4,800. And this value, maximum fuel multiplier at wide open throttle, 1.3125. All right. When we went to our tune, again, we extend the RPM range to 6,000. We extend the RPM range up to 6,000, and we added 8% fuel, so 1.08 times to get our 1.4180. And again, going through the mountains, pulling up these steep grades, pedal to the wood, made a lot better power. No knocking, no issues, no overheating. Ran great. The rest of our adjustments, they're the normal JTEC stuff you can see in all the other videos. We did go into speedo and turn them up from 112 to 188. Again, is this van ever going to do 112? I mean, you know, but, you know, even see 180? No, never. But I like to put in the 188, so I know I'm here. That's my little signature on the tune. The rest of these, you know, general stuff, we didn't have to mess with any of this stuff here. Fuel system, this is a regular JTEC, not JTEC Plus, so there's not a lot of things to change here. On the trans, again, we didn't really touch anything here because it is such a heavy vehicle. We didn't want to start adding shift pressures to these clutch packs in such a heavy van, because it's already, this van's transmission is probably in there just screaming for its life as it is. So lessons learned. All right, when you're doing a very heavy vehicle, again, you don't need to be as aggressive with the spark as you can with a lighter vehicle because of engine load. At lower RPMs, it changes the conditions in the cylinders. There's so much more cylinder pressure under the low RPM in a heavy vehicle that if you try to get too aggressive too soon with the spark, it's going to knock. And let me show you a couple things here. Let me close this. All right, and let's open the original modified table that we did, and our compare file. We'll keep open the compare file of the final tune that he rolled out of here with, and we'll go back to our spark tables. Show you what we're talking about. All right, here is the original tune that we put in it, and you can see in this area here, pretty aggressive, you know, 17 up to 27 degrees below 3,000 RPM. After we test drove the vehicle, after he loaded this tune, he was fully loaded and stuff like that, ready to go on his trip. We got a little spark knock under 3,000 RPM. So what we did is we knocked those values down. The more load that was on the engine, we took away a little bit of spark. We're right here, 4 degrees, and that seemed to clear up the spark knock. So again, guys, just lessons learned. A heavier vehicle, you have to be a little less aggressive with your spark than you do with a lighter vehicle. And I hope this is making sense to you guys. Again, not a full, you know, JTEC tuning soup to nuts video, but you can go back and you can see all those. This is just something to keep in mind. Every vehicle you tune is going to be a little bit different. So one size fits all tunes does not work, even with something simple like these JTEC computers. So hope you got something out of that. If you did, go ahead, hit that like button, share, hype, do a little dance, all the good stuff for YouTube that helps me keep making these videos for you. And then questions, comments, concerns down below. Things you like, things you didn't like, what you thought of this little video. And appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time. Thanks.